I'm Maria. I'm one of the founders of Mädchenflohmarkt, which means flea market for girls or women. Mädchenflohmarkt is an online marketplace for used, or how we call it, pre-loved premium fashion. And before I start, I just state some facts about us. So we launched in July last year with our proof of concept. We have two value propositions. It's the marketplace and the concierge service, but later on that. And in those 6 months, we already gathered together a community of 206,000 registered users. We even have more Facebook fans. And we also generated a quite nice 6-digit revenue. Oh, okay, that's the wrong presentation. But no problem. So what's the consumer need? Everyone knows that women have one big problem. Our closets are too small. So there are a lot of women like me who have a closet full of clothing, but actually we have to admit most of those clothes we don't wear. And even some of those clothes has the price tag attached. And this is capital tied up. So what do we offer with Mädchenflohmarkt is we firstly help the women to create space in the closet, and secondly also earn some extra money. And how do we do that? We have, on the one hand, we have a marketplace. This is not new, but we do things very differently from, for example, eBay. If you sell anything on eBay, it's very time-consuming to upload your item. If you buy on eBay, you actually already have to know what you're looking for. We know that women think differently and shop differently. As a woman, I have to see the item before I know that I must have it. So we built a platform which is very high fashion context orientated, and where women find inspiration through curated shopping. On the second part, we also offer the so-called concierge service. The concierge service approaches women with high-quality clothing or luxury clothing who actually don't have the time and don't need that much the money to do all the work. So how does the concierge service work? They send in a package with all their clothing, and we do the rest. So we do a small quality check. We do a small quality check, a fake check. We write down the product attributes. We do the photography. We stock the items, and when they're sold, we ship them. The women don't have to do anything. What's our business model? We take 40% on the concierge service because it's quite labor-intensive, but still it's lesser than a normal second-hand store would take, and 10% on the marketplace. In the future, maybe also listing fee. Not very interesting. Okay, about the status quo. So we already have traction, and now we want to keep that. So one of our goals is to reach 1 million registered users by the end of this year. About the team, we have experienced founder team with many years of online marketing experience and e-commerce experience. And actually what we're right now looking for is for more talent and investors who can approach me afterwards. Oh, okay, that's it. So maybe let me finish by the following words. The problem is not new. The idea is also not very much new, but the execution is new. And the guy who invented McDonald's, he did not invent the French fries, but he invented the user experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As a mark of a seasoned entrepreneur, sort of powering through despite technical challenges. I'll ask the judges in your comments just to briefly describe yourselves as well, and try to drink a little bit more subtly, because it's really not fair on these guys. You know, they bring up beer and wine on stage. I feel for them. I feel for them. Right. If you could just preface your comments with a quick 2-line explanation of who you are and what you're up to as well, that would be lovely. Thank you.
Okay. Hi. My name is Peter. I'm one of the founders of Hubraum, the incubator of Deutsche Telekom. So actually, I got several comments. Try to look out maybe the best one. So first of all, I'm afraid that the name will make it a little hard to internationalize. So I don't know what's your take on that. Number two, the concierge service seems actually pretty labor intensive, as you said. So I'm wondering if what you expect to be the typical basket size that just makes sense to your business model. And then last but not least, I'm sure my wife would love it. So I'm happy. I think she hasn't hasn't discovered it yet. So, but I'm probably I'm afraid she will now. Yeah.
Okay, those are quite good questions. So about your first question about the
Thank you.
internationalization.
Is that
No, actually, we were also thinking about internationalizing the name, but it does work very good for Germany. And if it didn't work that well, we didn't have the problem to think about internationalization. So for right now, it's fine. And we also know from potential competitors from other countries, it's not working for them in Germany that they have an international name. So we definitely make up something else. About the concierge service,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna move on if that's okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. If I could go to
Hey everybody,
next, please.
This is on? Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Paul Brigiel. I'm one of the founders of IO Ventures. It's an accelerator in San Francisco. And also I've started 3 funds in Southeast Asia, Africa, and Eastern Europe. So whenever I see a marketplace, I'm always wondering, are you going to get the customers and you're also going to get the users? Seems you guys have done a really good job of that. I would love to know how you got those first 200,000 people. That's actually really important to me. And also, I am a little bit worried about some competitors. There's stuff like Threadflip and other stuff out there that I'm just curious as to how you're going to butt heads with those companies. But I really would like to know how you got those first 200, because that's pretty impressive. Actually, I was pretty happy to hear that.
okay.
We'll go to the other pool, if that's okay, and then I'll give you the opportunity just to round up very quickly afterwards, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Hey everybody, my name is Paul Singh. I'm a partner at 500 Startups. We are a pretty young firm. We're about 2.5 years old, based in Mountain View, California, although in the last 2.5 years we've invested in over 400 companies in 30 countries now. So I like this a lot. But as Paul said, though, I think the big question is going to be distribution. How are you? So there's certainly a lot of players in this space. And so the key advice I would give you is just stay focused on the customer acquisition. I'm going to disagree with Peter, though, and just say that I think that you've got nearly 100 million people in Germany. I'd kind of just go after this market and go really, really deep into it. I think far too many startups actually try to go global, and it's not even, it's just distracting. Stay focused on Germany. Great job, by the way.
Thank you.
Okay, do you want to take a little, maybe 30 seconds?
Yes, 1 second.
Sure.
Okay, I'd like to say that our customer acquisition cost is very low. So it's just because I think we really try to approach how women get inspired. And when you get people inspired, it always works.
So are you using
it just works.
Pinterest and Facebook? Is that what it is?
Excuse me?
Is it like Pinterest and Facebook? Is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, it's like the lifestyle. It's the context of fashion. So we're not selling used fashion, but we sell an idea of fashion which is not shabby. It's pretty much new, actually. And the concierge service is also focused on higher quality fashion. So actually, the basket is quite all right.
Well, the only thing I'll say is come find me afterwards.
Okay.